Hi everyone, I'm Emily and I'm here with Jesse Perez.
Hi guys, I'm Jesse Perez. I'm the James Madison Frederick Douglass Fellow from Wisconsin. I'm 2023 and currently going to school at Ashland University.
Nice. Well, thank you for joining me today, Jesse.
Thank you.
We're excited to chat with you.
Yeah, me too.
I wanted to ask you, what made you apply to be a fellow?
What made me apply? So initially I knew I always wanted to get my master's degree. It would be a huge help just to learn as much as I possibly can about my content, so about U.S. history, about government. And when I initially said to my wife, I was like, I need to get my master's. She's like, okay, how are we gonna pay for that? And so I was looking around on the internet and found the James Madison Fellowship, and I was like, oh my God, this would be incredible. Started reading about it, started learning a lot more. And initially I was like, well, I don't know, I'm gonna think about it. So I waited almost as long as I possibly could have to apply, but I slowly was working on the application, and once I committed to start working on it, I was like, okay, I'm going for this. I'm gonna give it 100%. So I started working really hard on the application, but I waited till the very last minute to turn in my application.
Me, I would do that too.
So because I was just looking over stuff, tweaking things.
Oh yeah.
And so then I applied, and it was really funny because I remember going to the Wisconsin Council for Social Studies, which happens in March of every year.
Okay.
And I'm a board member on the Wisconsin Council for Social Studies, and I met 4 other people who had told me they applied for the James Madison Fellowship, one of which is actually here this year. And I remember seeing all these awesome people, and I met them. And so then I go back home to my wife and I'm like, Julia, I met some really awesome people. There's no way I'm getting the fellowship. There's no way.
Competition.
These people are incredible. And so I was I submitted it anyway, but I was like, there's no way. These people are incredible.
Aww.
But yeah, so that's kind of why. I know I said a lot, but
No, I love that. I mean, clearly you're just as incredible because you got it. So
I thank you.
Yeah, of course. So with all that anticipation leading up to applying, I met all these people, how am I going to get it? How did you feel when you actually received the notice that you are a fellow?
Yeah, so that was a surreal moment because I remember seeing on the Facebook page for the James Madison Foundation, and they were we're mailing out all of the boxes to let people know. And so it was coming over Easter weekend, and so I remember I was looking on my Ring doorbell, and I have a camera, and I saw the FedEx package. I was like, oh my God. And so I waited for my wife to get home because I was like, I can't open this up unless you're here too. So I had Julia open up the box, and she read it out loud, she read it out to me, and I was just like, oh my God, this is so amazing. And we just were freaking out, and then I immediately called up my mom. I was like, Mom,
I got it.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And then we started crying.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love that your wife is almost just as much involved as you are.
Oh, yeah.
That's really special.
Yeah. She is the backbone of everything. She puts up with all the crazy stuff that I do. I coach, girls tennis, mock trial, boys tennis. And so I'm very busy. I always put extra stuff on my plate, and she's always there to help me slow down. She just keeps me accountable in a lot of ways. And so I'm really thankful for her. Yeah,
that's really sweet. Shout out, Julia.
Thank you,
You're amazing.
Yes.
So you get your package, you're a fellow, and now it's okay, now you have to come to the Summer Institute. What are you gonna do? So it's obviously a huge commitment. It's a whole month. It's 6 credits from Georgetown. It's a lot of time and work, and it's very rigorous. So if you could describe 3 feelings going into the Summer Institute, what would they be and why?
Man, so the 3 feelings I had first was just fear. I was very nervous, very worried, thinking about everything that could go wrong. But then ultimately, I was also very humbled because I'm clearly something that I did, wowed somebody or made somebody impressed. And so I had to convince myself quite a bit that I deserved to be here, which took a lot because I know how amazing all the other, many of the other candidates who applied are. And then the last thing is just exhilarated. Once I finally was getting up to the last few weeks, especially after school ended, I was just okay, we're doing this. I'm going to Georgetown. I'm gonna be studying with some of the best professors in this field. I'm gonna be meeting some of the smartest, coolest, history teachers and social studies teachers across the United States. And I just got to soak it all up, you know. And so
Yeah.
those are the kind of things that I was thinking.
Those are great. Yeah, a mix of everything, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to most out of this whole experience?
I would say I'm looking forward to a lot, but like
Yes.
the most I think is before I even got here, I was just thinking, man, like I gotta study hard, like I gotta learn, I gotta like do everything. But like once I finally got here, I was like, okay, but I also have to like socialize and get to know people. And so far while I've been here, I've already met some like super incredible people who've been so kind, so helpful anytime I've needed anything. So I'm just looking forward to like getting to know people better, continuing to build relationships with people.
Yeah.
And also I hope to help future James Madison Fellows, like specifically from Wisconsin, like people that I know. I'm going to try to encourage more people to apply, and maybe even one day I can sort of pass that legacy on to other people that I know. So
that's amazing. Like that, the fact that you've been like thinking that far into the future, like you want to help other people do it and inspire others. Like I feel like it's hard to find. So I applaud you for that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to add?
Yes. So I'm the Frederick Douglass Fellow. So I would just like to say thank you, because that is a privately funded fellowship. So I'm incredibly grateful for all of those who have supported that. I'm also super thankful to my family, my mom, my brother, my dad, and everybody else who supports me, and everybody else who's encouraged me to just go for this. And I think like my ancestors, like both on the Black and the Mexican side of my family, because like I know that the struggles historically that both of those peoples have had to endure over the course of our history has not been easy, and it's gotten me to this point. And so I just want to make everybody proud.
Yeah, and you are. You're doing a great job. So thank you so much, Jesse.
Thank you so much, Emily. This was fun.
Of course, yeah.